All right, what's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and switch this over. Update. What we got? Another update for this? Okay, so no multiplayer madness today for multiple reasons. One, it's third day of the week, and then two, I have to keep this stream short anyway, so just for the sake of keeping things ready, because I gotta go to sleep hecka early tonight. Let me change one thing real quick. Switch this back. All right, anything in the downloadable? Ooh, specialized foods. That's kind of cool. Oh, kind of cool. Automatic gate opens gates automatically when a vehicle slowly approaches. Driver walks slowly in front of the gate. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually, yep, that is something I would like. Sort of like a garage door. A sugar beet chopper. Cut open bales. I know a lot of people would like mods like that, where you can cut open the bale. I'm gonna go ahead and install that. Not gonna use it probably, but I do know there have been instances where I'm like, hey, I would like to cut open the bales, but I can't, you know. Vehicle inspector. Oh, he had an update. This guy, he is doing the most. He likes to have his screen like with a lot of information on it. Well, yeah, he also makes it to where you can like exit out of some of the stuff or whatever. And I might. You are able to use many other mods that support interactive control. I don't really 100% know what that means. Using the controls, you can steer different things. Oh, like do animations and things. Huh. It's kind of cool. I like how you can do your own task lists and stuff. Wait a minute. Did someone... Oh, someone modded this? What is it? Let's see, they added driving physics, claw collision, camera revised, lighting revised, color correction, camera rotation, advanced wheel options. It doesn't mention whether or not you will still have the issues loading the stuff up, but it's fine. It's not like that's something I need a lot of. The vehicle inspector is probably the only one I would get at the moment. Okay, they have a lot of mods that I can look at. Interesting. Automatic milk sale. So there's a lot of interesting mods to look at, but I don't really have that much time. So let's go ahead and hop on this. I don't think there's anything I need to install, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, we're just trying to get this roller coaster up and going because it's taken forever. And that's the one, I think, or not one, but one of the major downside to constructibles. They just take forever. And on the animal save, it's going to take us even longer because on the animal save, our main issue there is that with the animal save, we can't fast forward as quickly because we have stuff that we actually have to do on the farm. This one, since it's a timber save, we don't really have anything to do except let the trees grow. That's it. Delicious. So on this timber save, we'll probably quickly, really the only thing that we're waiting on, banking on, is waiting for the second set of trees to grow and getting the roller coaster going. My main goal is to get the roller coaster going, because we've pretty much, I don't think we've pretty much, we have bought every single place except for these two. Okay, now if I remember correctly, when we left off, the issue that we got stuck on for the roller coaster, yeah, we got some stuff we got to go buy. I could build it myself, but I'd rather just go buy it. So we're gonna go and do that. Let me grab this guy. Okay. And so we're gonna head over to the warehouse. And this is only, I think, my second time being to the warehouse. Well, this is my second time intentionally driving to the warehouse. I've been to it, I think now would be a total of 3, possibly 4 times, because the first 2 times, oh look, they got the little rain droplets on the thing. So this must be part of that realistic weather mod. Ooh, turn. Which, speaking of which, if you guys haven't tried the realistic weather mod, I'm gonna make like a smaller form video on it, or at least from one of the streams that we did. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I like it. The realistic weather mod is it's really nice. Go around him. Let's see, the warehouse is somewhere up here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't 100% know. I know it's near. That's it. Wait, no, it's not. I know it's somewhere near train. No, I think that, no, is that it? Hold up, no, that's a sawmill, right? That is, yeah, it's a sawmill. Oh, here it is in the back of this. Okay, because I was gonna say I knew it's near train tracks. I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut in front of him, because here's the train tracks. Ba-doop, ba-doop. All right. We're definitely not close enough, but that's fine. All right, things we need. Let me pull up my list. We needed prefab walls. We needed, here, let me actually just check it off as I go. So, my pen, as I slightly stab my belly. Let's see, prefab walls, good. We need chairs. Which, in fairness, we can make chairs. Actually, I think we're in the, no, we have those set to selling. And so if I wanted to, I could just set them to storing. The only problem is whatever's extra I just end up keeping, and I don't want. So easier if I just, oh my gosh, all the food options that I don't care about. There goes chairs. Okay, chairs good. We need table. Oh, do we need shingles? We do need shingles. Shingles are good. Need tables. I need barrel and bucket, and I know I passed those already. Barrel, bucket. All right, let's pick up all this stuff. And it should be everything off the list. And I'm hoping this is the last stage of the roller coaster, so we can get it going. But I hope everybody is doing well. Hopefully, I really just want to get this roller coaster done. The thing is, I felt like at the very beginning, well, it's kind of crazy, but at the very beginning of the save, we were doing a massive amount of what would you call it, forestry, like knocking trees down, which I mean that's what you're supposed to do. It's still run forest. It's a map designed for forestry. But we've gotten to the point where we essentially own everything on the map. And I think even if we didn't use the, what would you call it, the production, the production sawmill that the modded version that we got from the mod hub, even if we hadn't used that, the only thing that would have changed is how fast we would have gotten the material, but still would have gotten to the same result. So plus, actually, I seriously do think that it is very accurate. It's just not game accurate, if that makes any sense. It's accurate to real life, but as far as the game keeping you roped in, probably not. Most what the heck? I don't know why that's weird. Heck, now that I think about it, Post Malone is kind of weird. Like the name Malone already to me is not, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a very common name. But then Post Malone, I don't even know what the post is for. In fairness, I don't see the word post being used often, if ever. Let's see, roller coaster storage. It has everything it needs. Okay, we'll drive this on back. Post is his last name. So why do you put Post in front? Andrew Post. Okay, now as the last name, I'll accept it. As the first name, well, I don't know. Why Post Malone? Is his middle name Malone? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But it is interesting. Let's see. How's my business do? Oh wait, we have a lot of money. That's it. We make so much money so fast, and we're not even dealing with the trees yet. Yet we're still making a large amount of money, dinero. What am I looking? There's one thing specifically I'm looking for. Furniture shop needs planks. Okay. Anyone else need planks? Okay. So we'll give the furniture shop some planks just for the sake of getting rid of the planks that we have in here for reasons. Yep. That looks like a good number. Let's see. Bloweed says put his name into a name generator. First answer he got. I hope that's not serious. But anyway, Bloweed, how are you? Ooh. Stack it up, 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 stack it up. Go here. Stack it up. Let's see. Somebody on NMS joined me and gave me a storage container. He bought out a giant mech and his massive starship. Oh, wait. The mech isn't super amazing, but it's not bad either. And once you get one, you'll like it. I mean, it's definitely good in okay, hold up. I need to lower this. Shoot. I just feel like this is too high. The mech is definitely really fun to use. Honestly, it gets to the point, depending on how strong your gun is versus your mech will decide on what you use most often, whether it be the mech or your, I'm not sure if it's not called a gun. You got a new ship? What is it? I'm gonna assume a fighter, because most people get fighters. Let's see, we need to go here. That direction. It's a sail ship. Yeah, because the first one is hilarious. Wait, is it the ship that has like a big dorsal fin? No, no. Wait, is it? No. I'm trying to remember. I haven't played the game in a hot second. But they're constantly like doing updates to the game. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think there was an update to the game a few days ago. I usually keep it up to date, but I haven't been on it in a second. Drop. Oh wait. Drop. Wait, oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Drop. Oh. They got some planks that I ain't got to worry about. No, it looks like a pod racer. In space, giant sails open. Ah, jeez. And recharge your engines by flying. Okay, see now that one. I'm gonna have to get back into the game because there's probably so many new ships that I have not seen or looked into. I'm gonna be honest, that's my bad habit. It's like like in a lot of games, once I get to a nice solid stopping point, it's just that. Will I revisit them? Sure. But I haven't. That's not true. I revisited No Man's Sky probably back in March. I want a Sentinel ship. Can we get a Sentinel ship? Is that a new thing now? I'm genuinely asking because I have no idea. There's no way it used all of those planks. What? Okay, hold up. No, you have planks right here. You just... Okay, which... Okay, which version is the input? Which one's the output? I really don't know which section is the input versus which section is the output. So we're just gonna scoot all of these over for a second. I'm assuming that would be the output. So this would be the input, correct? Yes, okay, so this is the input. So I put the other ones down in the wrong spot. That's first thing first. And these are planks, right? Yeah, they are planks, and I'm just not gonna worry about it. It'll pick it up when it needs it, I guess. Let's see. You said you can, though it's hard. You need to basically shoot down a ton of them. Then you will get a locator beacon from it, which shows you where it landed. Then you gotta do a few things to fix it. Then you can keep it. Oh! Yeah, that's definitely something I don't remember being in the game. Now, the locator beacon part, well, not locator beacon, the fixing it to keep it, I do remember that. But, like, shooting it down and then having to, like, locate it and fix it, don't remember that. Which makes me wonder if you could, because again, I haven't seen this, but a Sentinel ship would a being be able to actually fit in it? Because Sentinels are just robots, so I don't think they would technically need a cockpit or anything. Like, they're just robots that don't really have a physical... They don't need a physical form. Which makes me wonder. Let's see, so good for ship harvesting. Unlike other ships, this Sentinel ships can hover, which would be freaking lovely. Ooh, let me check on the trees real quick. Ooh, ooh, these trees have finally gotten tall. Some of them look dead, which is not good. But they are at the height 26. Yeah, they're at those heights. Now, technically, I think they still have time. Yeah, they're still growing, which is crazy. They're still growing. And the new set of trees has not started sprouting yet, so yay for us. Let's see, what'd you say? Let's see. And they morph when taking off, wings and stuff flip out. And insane weapons. And see, and here's my only thing. Well, I'm gonna say my only thing, but when, how should I explain this? If you've ever played Warframe, or even Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is nefarious for doing this. Ooh, it's raining. Hold up, gotta go see this. He needs food. Don't know where he is, but I'm not gonna lie, the realistic weather is nice. Maybe I should wait inside instead of standing in the rain. Oh, the dog just appeared out of nowhere. In games like Warframe, Call of Duty, all of that, as they introduce like new DLC, new mods and stuff, the stuff they're introducing gets stronger and stronger compared to like the original base game. And they'll either go back and adjust the original base game or just leave the base game stuff as underpowered. The reason I say that, we got $1 million. The reason I say that is because the last time I went back and played NMS, it took me a second to get used to the controls again. But I remembered that when I had like left off playing the game, I had stacked out the stuff so much that I did not have to worry about anything. And so I was just good. Wait, how much? We need more stuff. Wood beams are good. Planks are good. Plank longs are good. We need prefab wall. Wait, do we need prefab walls? Yes, we need prefab walls and shingles. Daggone it. Okay. And I know I don't have anything in there. How's your base look? I have 2 bases and then farms. My actual base, okay, it depends. My original base, I like it, but it was definitely like original learning the game-esque, and then I went back and added some stuff on it. How should I explain it? My preferred base is, first of all, I won't say gigantic, but pretty big. It floats in the sky. It has an outdoor lock, so like you can't get in the base unless you can get to the, unless you know where the lock to open the base is, you can't get into it. Which is a trick I learned online. So unless you know where the lock is, you can't get in. It has 1 landing pad or landing strip. I thought about adding more, but typically I'm the only one playing. Let's see, mine's a square with a hallway. I want to find a good planet. And see, and that's the thing. Once you find a planet that you like, you're not going to really, it's not that you're not going to leave. You'll probably go and find other planets for sure. But like your home base, you're probably going to put all the effort into that place more than other place. I already forgot what I needed. I think it was shingles and prefab, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure. Pretty sure it was shingles and prefab. Let's see. It was prefab and shingles. Yes, prefabs and shingles. Got it. Prefab, shingle. But oh wait, did I not pick up? But the thing I was gonna start. I'm not sure if you've gotten this far yet, but in No Man's Sky you can breed pets, breed creatures. You can also feed them, right? There's, what's up, Kale? How are you? In NMS, there's a section where you'll start breeding your own pets and stuff. Well, if you do it correctly, you can make gigantic pets. And that was like one of the last things I remember that I was focusing on, was getting pets, creating them, and then making them giant. I think you can also make them tiny as well, but depending on, like, I think it's either what you feed them or what you incubate them with. It's been a second, but you can make them giant. And so I do have some giant creatures. I haven't gotten a lot of the newer creatures, because in fairness, the companions are just that. They're not super, like, they're not combat things, but yeah, the dude from today set up a feeder and something else, then took it down when he left. He also has a wingsuit jetpack. I wanted him to give it to me. No dice. Now, a wingsuit, I haven't seen that. I mean, the jetpack, I like the jetpacks, but I didn't know they added wingsuit. There's so much that they've probably added, because I haven't played that game seriously since March. And even when I played it in March, it was more like maybe 8 hours of just goofing around with it, messing around with it. Hey, that is set and ready to go. I got a robot pony as a companion. Okay, now that's new. I've never seen that. Clanky old thing. You can ride it. And see, that's the thing. Unless there's been an update, I don't think you can actually take these companions into like combat or anything, which isn't a problem. It's just something to note. Are the new trees up and going? Oh, the new trees are up and going. So I should go ahead and take some time and plant these new trees. Let's see, is this out of space for the wood planks? That's fine. That is perfectly fine. What about wood? We are running low on wood, but also at the same time, I don't desperately need it. We have a massive amount of it. Heck, if I tell them to stop selling it, I can make some more. Let's do this. We're gonna spin this way. We're gonna go ahead and start planting the new section of trees right here, right along this ridge, right here. And we're just gonna do our thing. Slowly but surely, but I forgot just how slow this thing moves. Let me go put on cruise control, because I'm not holding that. It could also be because it's raining, which is the reason why it's moving this slow. I don't know. But we gotta plant 200 and something. The thing is, we have this already with the trees that we have. Once they grow up, become a full force, and I start chopping them down, that's just even more money. But I'm realizing you don't even need to plant trees on this map, because we still have an entire forest section that I still need to get rid of that I haven't. Which I could do that. Let's see. Ooh, do you think I could make a base with an underground hangar landing area? Dr. Evil style. So when you say underground hangar area, are you talking about like there's well, the short answer yes. Short answer yes. Let's see, Dr. T, say hello to Kale. I already said hey to Kale. I think you're the only one we missed. Let me get the last trait. What was I thinking about? Oh, to make it, yes, you can definitely make it. Depending on what you're thinking about as far as the underground thing, it's going to become very convoluted very, very quickly. Nothing wrong with that. It's just know that it's going to be very convoluted very, very quickly. If you want it to like open from the top as if it's like a clamshell or something, you can do that, but it's going to require a lot of wires A lot of like gates, logic gates and things of that nature, and a lot of material, but definitely possible. If you want to treat it more like an underground, I wouldn't say an underground, but a below level airplane hangar where like you can almost like it's in the side of a mountain type thing, that's the easiest thing to do. But the thing that I'm thinking you're trying to do, which is more a clamshell, you could definitely do it. It's just gonna require a lot more logic gates and things of that nature, but it's definitely doable. Let's see, use smaller words. I want a hangar, 2 landing pads underground. You fly in a tunnel and land. Okay, so yes, okay, so that way, almost like, so now I'm picturing a sort of like Kingsman. This, what was it, the first one? The first Kingsman? Yeah, I'm picturing like the first Kingsman, that sort of hangar, except instead of being inside of a mountain, it's like more like underground. Yes, you can definitely do that, and that would be way easier than the clamshell version. Technically, you could add like crap ton of what do you call it, turn of hangars if you want. If I remember correctly, airplane hangars, unless you're gonna buy the material, takes a second to get all the required pieces for them. Okay, planting 200 and something trees is gonna take us a hot second. It's actually hard for me to see the tire tracks, but at this point we'll have 3 sections of trees going, which is more than fantastic. The problem is, by the time we get them going, by the time we even decide to chop the trees down, we may not even be playing on this map anymore. And it might just be one of my memory maps. I cannot see where I'm going at all. I need to look for those tiny little trees. Okay, there they are. I just need to follow those because we're almost done with this map. Genuinely, we are almost done. Which I'm kind of happy about. I'm looking forward to the new map, new stuff. We're about to be finished with both the animal save and this one. The animal save, we just got to finish the temple because as far as animals go, we're dang near done. In which case I could just turn and we start doing multiplayer madness every single day, and that's the map we're focusing on. That is something I could do. And so like regardless of whether or not people are or are not on during stream time, that's the map we play until everybody gets like maybe like 2 or 3 weeks from now. Actually, that's probably take longer than that. Until everybody gets like a good stopping point and we decide to go somewhere else. Let's see, could you build underwater last time you played? Oh yeah. Now, could I build a hangar underwater? It depends. I didn't build a jet carrier or like a spaceship carrier to go underwater, but yes, I definitely build my bases underwater. Like I have a map that's designed for that, and I'm supposed to get carbon and sodium chloride, or I think it's just chloride from that place, but you can mix it with sodium, make sodium chloride or whatever. I think it's been a second. It's really been a second, so I don't really know. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so that's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. But again, I'm not trying to spoil NMS for you, but if you haven't done the underwater stuff yet, there is a point where you'll be doing underwater stuff, and I'm gonna be honest, it is creepy. I thought it was like, it's good, it's done pretty well in my opinion, but dear gosh, some of the creatures you fight I felt like are very creepy. But maybe that's my thing. Like, if I had to say I was afraid of anything, it would be the sea, but not just like swimming in the sea, but like being far out in the sea, because essentially you're out of your element. You like, we're in their house. Everything they like, if they want to just off you whenever they want, they can, especially sharks or anything for that matter. But I'll keep doing mission stuff. Yeah, I was saying, you got a lot to. The game does, I think, a really good job of going through and just letting you experience the full breadth of the game. And then once you finish all those missions, if you want to, you can start those missions over, sort of in a way, or you can sort of do your own thing. Because I'm gonna be honest, after I made that one underground map, I have not made another one. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I made my one underground base, haven't done another one since. And it's not to say that underground bases are bad. It's just, me personally, I didn't find myself needing those materials often. I think 9 times out of 10, if you need the materials for anything, it's going to be used for decoration. Like, I'm almost positive, like, majority of the time, decorations require certain weird materials. But there's no way we're going to be able to fit 152 trees. Well, maybe. In here. Yeah, we might. We might be able to fit 152 trees in here. Oh, yeah. Actually, no. We definitely will. I think in one pass, we get roughly 35 down. So maybe 5 passes. Yeah, it should be possible. We're definitely stacking them, like, on top of each other a little bit, but it's fine. Cruise control. Let's see. Let's get at it. Let's build a sick base. I don't even have decorate. Oh, dude, just you wait. Just you wait. Once you finish that, I'm telling you, once you finish the like the main storyline, that is when people start going crazy. Because which, if you haven't finished the main storyline, there's one key thing you haven't seen yet that just opens up a massive realm of possibilities when it comes to decorations. And I would say that pretty much every NMS player, like, once they see it, they're like, ah. Like, I would say base building and decorations in No Man's Sky is pretty much akin to, if you've ever played Warframe, it is akin to people doing fashion frames, or like taking their characters and just decking them out in the prettiest things just because they can, not because they have to. But I think I'm just gonna start driving around in circles, because I can't even really see the trees, like the tiny little trees that we've planted. I'm just sort of just going. And also, we got what, 20 something trees down in that one pass, so we're definitely getting worse. I just have to sort of just guesstimate, because I can't really, can I see it in the thing? Sort of. I can sort of see them, but I can't lie, I can't see them perfectly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I could see there's one right there to the left. Like I could tell, because there's sections that are actually from this dirt. Oh yeah, this angle I can see a little bit better. The darker ones are, the darker greens are the actual trees. Oh, I need to turn this way. Oh, there's a tree. We're just sort of randomly placing these down at this point. They're not perfect, but they're not really meant to be perfect at the same time. Number 16. I think I'm gonna start doing the straight across section more. Let's see, can I see them this direction? I sort of can, yeah, I can see that one. So I'll just place it down the best I can see. Yeah, I can see them a little bit. Like, that one's a bit in the shadow, so it's harder to see. That one's easy to see. Next one, there it is. Like some of them easier than others. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Let's see. Wait, what'd you say? You said my jetpack is good though. I bought an S-Class jetpack upgrade. I think it's the best, but I have no idea. Tell me. I went to the change the appearance spot, like how I looked from the start. He looks cool. Course play is good for the tree planting. I don't even have it on this map, but I should have actually. I know why I don't have it on this map, but I should have. What about to say? The S-Class jetpack up. S-Class everything. Like again, once you get to the end game, you're gonna start. If you're like me, a min-maxer, you're gonna start going back and then getting S-Class upgrades for any and everything just because. But you can get more than one S-Class upgrade on your jetpack. Do you know the melee jetpack trick? Just make a custom route around the area you want to plant, and then it will do it spaced in rows. Well, that is a good point. But how I have it, I like this section where I have like 240 trees that are full grown or almost full grown, some that are lagging behind, and then this group would be new. So that way when the plan, the idea, the reason I did it this way is in the hopes that when I do start to knock down trees, I have, oh, this section I can go ahead and knock down, sell, do whatever the heck I want with. Next section, I have some trees that are like lagging behind a little bit. So it's interesting. I could always have some money coming in. That was the plan, but we've gotten to the point to where we're pretty much done with this map, which means if I'm playing it, this is purely for forestry, which I do like, because that now means that on any other map I go to, I don't have to worry about getting forestry equipment unless it's just something that I want to do. Even the forestry equipment does cost a pretty penny on the startup. But I'm not gonna lie, the Komatsu they gave us to start with, even though we didn't have to pay for it, it's reasonably priced, I think. Let's see. I learned it today. Yes, how? Yeah, I would say the melee jetpack trick saves you so much time, and as long as you like tap the jetpack, you won't go crashing to your doom. Yes, how didn't they tell me that? Oh yeah, bro. I think the jetpack trick was honestly something that was in the game by accident, and because the people who made the game, there's like, you know what, we didn't mean for this, but the players like it and it's not really hurting anybody, we'll leave it. And I appreciate them doing that. At least that's what I take it as, because clearly it doesn't function as intended. Not 100%, but it's a nice little way to traverse the thing. And then once you get other vehicles, you know, because there's more than just spaceships and mechs. There's, I think, motorcycles, there's ATV, I'm not sure if it's an ATV, like an actual car. There's a bunch of different vehicles you can use to traverse the map with that are faster than using the jetpack and definitely more fuel efficient, and time efficient. But you know, when you get a freighter, then you can go to any place and use any vehicle whenever you want. If you don't have that, it becomes a little bit cumbersome, just a little bit. I'm just gonna try to go right in between these trees and just plant like 2 or 3 more. I'm just gonna plant right in between here. Yeah, there's, look, the remaining 75 trees, we're just gonna start just placing them randomly, like near, like look, we got 2 trees almost like directly on top of each other. Like right here, we got a tree right here. I know it's hard to see, but we got one right here, and then another one right here. Like they're pretty much neck and neck with each other. Like, we have a lot more space towards the middle. I say that as I see a tree right here. For me, well, in fairness, I was doing a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, there it is. They're hard to see when you first plant them in the ground, and actually for a few months after. The new forestry harvester in the plains and prairies DLP is sick. I want the 8-wheel beast. Check it out in the shop. Oh wait, I didn't turn on that one, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't turn it on for this save. And actually the reason I didn't is originally this was supposed to be the multiplayer map, which I'm kind of glad that it's not, only because you saw how long it took us to create our own field. Like that was pretty insane. So everybody would have to do that every single time and use like it would pretty much force anybody who got on the game to do forestry. And well, I'm gonna have to check it out after the fact. I mean, we're almost done with this map technically. Like the only two production facilities I haven't bought are the old sawmill, which is, I would say it's not like useless. It's just that the only thing that's in it that we don't have in our modded version is the prefab walls. And then I'm gonna go right in between these trees. And then actually I'll just leave it on and we're just gonna drive around in some weird shapes. Like there's still some sections in the middle that I haven't gotten. I just know for a fact we're not gonna be able to put all 60 something trees in here nice in space. Like there's like about 3 rows, maybe 2 rows to my left that I can do and decently have trees spaced out. The good part is we're almost out of trees, which is nice. I like it. See, like, oh my gosh, like that, like, look, we planted these trees. Like, look, we have 3 trees neck and neck, like almost what, about maybe 3 or 4 feet from each other. Anyway, just bad tree planting on my part, which in fairness they turn out pretty okay from what I can tell looking at our original section. Even though in our original section the grass wasn't this tall, so it was a bit easier to see. I'm not sure if that's the realistic weather mod that's doing this or what, but it wasn't as hard to see. I'm gonna cut straight down in between these trees and we're gonna get a few going. Okay, swerve in between here. Like, I don't think over here we have any trees like overlapping on top of each other. I mean, they're all well, oof. We do have these that are close, like what I was talking about, and they turned out all right. Let's see, what did I miss? What did I miss? Get the, what does it say, better tree harvester? Is that what you said? Let's see. Which other new stuff? You got money? No, just hop out, turn it on, then hop back. Okay, we can do that. It's super cool. John Deere, slow down, and it plants closer. Yeah, because right now I'm just doing cruise control, which actually makes sense. Slow down and it will. Because I thought it was just a time thing. Well, maybe it is a time thing, but so if I slow down, okay, yeah, that actually makes sense. Johnny Appleseed would be ashamed. He's not around. It's not a bad idea. Smalls between bigs. What's up? What up, Taffy? I'm here always in the background when I can. Having a rough time at the moment. My new meds are making me so much pain. The doctor said it might happen, so. Dude, you're just constantly on new meds. I know that sucks. Like, you're constantly switching out new meds and then you have the side effects, but at least you're getting better. Well, I would hope you're getting better. Like, you don't feel as bad as you felt like a month ago, I would hope. So I think that's positive. I love the new name. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, that's her name from Discord. That's the only reason I recognized it. Eat. Turn. Let's see. It's just pain. Yeah. Well, I feel worse again. I'm phoning them Monday and telling them I can't do these meds. It's ruining my daily life. See, that sucks. And it almost, like, it's not funny, but it reminds me of those stupid, well, I won't say stupid, but those weird, well, I can't really say weird, but those commercials from when I was like younger, and they would always list like these medications that are supposed to cure blank or help with blank. And then it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, that's actually really nice that they're making medications to help blank, whatever it could be, right? And then turn around and, like, there's a long list of side effects, of which now, or at least I've noticed, they never list, like, pain in, well, some of them do, actually. But pain isn't, like, a number one thing that's listed on these medications as their side effects, and it's like, that should be the normal thing. We got a lot of these trees down, but there's always like just a long list of possible side effects and then actual side effects, and it's just like, fix one thing, break something else. Just annoying. Plant the tree. Plant the tree. Plant the tree. Plant the tree. Do it. Don't worry about it. As soon as we finish with planting these trees, I'm gonna hop out and switch. Oh shoot. What time is it? Okay. Because I do gotta go to sleep early. But sorry to hear, and then does the noses. Monday they won't answer the phone or help on a weekend. What? It's horrible. I hate it. They told me it could happen, and if it does, phone him. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna speak to mom about it tomorrow. And nope, no doctors on the weekends here. And see, that's, I want to say infuriating, but it's just, whenever you need certain like services and it's kind of an emergency, nobody's ever available. And I'm like, could you please work on the weekend, or like have like maybe 1 or 2 hours where the doctor's office is open during the weekend just to take calls, maybe, or something. I don't know. I feel like a lot of, I guess to me, or to anyone, it's a medical emergency because, hey, it's happening to me. But I don't know. And I understand why well, no, I do not understand why they don't do the weekends. Other than the fact that it gives the employees a break, I don't. Because there's always medical thing. So the ER is open on the weekend, I think. Yeah, it should be. Right? I don't know. Let's see. Blotilax relieves IBS pain and migraines known to cause cancer in unborn children in the southern hemisphere. What the flipping frack? Oh yeah, some meds can be awful. Government covered, doctor. If so, that's why. When you're paying them, they always open. That makes sense. Government's paying us. We'll be open every single day, twice on Tuesday. Yeah, no, not around here. Only thing is A&E. I don't know what that means. That's a 12-hour wait and a what? Yeah, I'm not waiting 12 hours for anything. Yeah, ER isn't where you want to go. Oh, no one wants to go to the ER, especially when you go to an ER and then you go into an ER, and I feel like maybe 25% of the time that I've been to the ER, maybe 33% of the time that I go to the ER, they go in, diagnose me or check me out, blah, 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 just to refer me to like an actual hospital or something like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So if I just would have went straight there, would that have been quicker, or am I required to go to the ER? Like, how does that work? I don't fully understand the medical system and how it works. Because when I get billed, do I get billed twice? Once for the ER and then once for the doctor? In which case, would it have been smarter for me to just go straight to the doctor? I don't know. And the only reason I'm concerned about it is just because the cost of medical care just around the world is very expensive. I think. I think Canada gets free health care, but I'm not really sure what that entails. Like, do you guys get free stitches and stuff? Like, say if you were to get into an accident or something, like small stitches. I don't know. It is weird questions that I do not have the answer to. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a waste of time for me always. Would you tell me what kind of meds you taking, name brand, da da da? And it's because he gets paid extra for prescribing this. Dude, that's another thing. Especially in America, the doctors get kickbacks for everything. It's just a giant business. Actually, I read a book. I think it's called. I actually have it. It's one of my favorite books because I don't read for fun, for real. I like reading for information. But I think it's called The American Sickness or something like that. I can't remember, but I know it's a blue book, but essentially it's about the American healthcare system and all of its problems, which, I mean, our healthcare system isn't terrible. Like, it has some pros, but I feel like because we're in a very capitalistic society, there are a lot of, well, I'm gonna say there are a lot of cons. There's just a massively big con, which is, well, capitalism. Everything's for profit. I mean, there are non-profit situations and sectors, so I guess I can't complain too much, or I don't know. All I can hope for is that I don't really need the doctor often, even though everybody needs the doctor at some point, I think, maybe. Okay, yeah, we do, I think. I had my knee rebuilt with titanium. They told me to show up at 8 a.m. I was done by noon. It was told to come back to start physio. What the heck? All free, thanks for coming in. Here's a free set of crutches to walk out on. Nope, I don't want a knee rebuilt. That sounds awfully painful. No thank you. And physio 3 times a week for 6 months. At least it's free. Yeah, America, our crap is not free. We have to have insurance. Which reminds me, I understand Canada, you know, all of our first world countries, we always have insurance and stuff. How does insurance work for you guys? Do you guys have to pay? Okay, so since your healthcare is free, do you guys have healthcare insurance? Is that a thing? If that makes any sense. I'm gonna be honest, I might be explaining that terribly wrong because I don't really use healthcare often because I don't go to the doctor often. But I have been. It's just, and usually I'm gonna be honest, when I go, I'm asking probably just as many questions. So like the questions I'm asking you guys, I'm probably asking the doctors as well. Because I don't know. And I think the fastest way to learn is to ask. Bro, can we just get the rest of these trees down, please? We have 13 left. Let's see. This took over a year to recover. Taxes. Some do for private care or preferred accommodations. Okay, so you guys just pay taxes. Free gives you all you need except speed. Yeah, I heard that, and that was actually mentioned in my book that I read. it mentioned like the pros and cons of like our system and how it works, and that when it comes to experimental drugs and getting stuff on the market, our stuff gets there extremely quickly, but the cost of possibly a marginally beneficial drug or procedure ends up costing out the yin yang, which is why we have so many, what do you call them, generic brand things versus name brand. For example, like Advil and things of that nature, we have so many like generic brand versions. Did I not plant trees here? Oh yes, I did. It is what it is though. Let's see. Oh, 12-hour wait here. It's ER right now. 12. Why? Is there like some like really bad epidemic or something that's going on, or is there really bad accidents, planes and stuff? Have the planes calmed down, by the way? I mean, I don't like flying. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do like flying, but I haven't been flying since middle school, so I don't have to worry about the craziness that's going on in the world with planes dropping out of the sky. I was at the hospital for a therapist appointment today, free, and the sign said 6 hour. Huh? 6 hours? I might as well take a number, go eat lunch, watch a movie, and then come back. And I better not lose my spot in line. Ambulances are stacking like 12 ambulances just sat outside. It's ridiculous. For what? Oh no, they're just failing. Med are expensive here, but the companies are required to make a off-brand model. See, now that's the one thing I don't remember if that was mentioned in my book or not. I'm not sure if our companies are required to make off-brand ones. I'm really not sure. But I mean, that would be nice if they did. 'Cause I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to like, for example, Advil, I have like a thing of aspirin, Advil, whatever you want to call it, like in my bathroom, just in case I ever need it for like headaches. You know, everybody gets them every now and again. But I'm gonna be honest with you, that one bottle will probably last me 5+ years if they don't expire. I think aspirin and stuff expires. But if they do expire, that bottle will probably expire before I use the entire thing, because I rarely use them. It just is what it is. But yeah, okay, let us save. We're gonna go put on the planes update, which is just quick back and back in, and then do that. What did I miss? I take Adderall. I think that's a hardcore drug, but the off-brand exact, well, I don't really know. I don't know drugs, which I guess is a good thing. Let's see, plains, prairies. Let's see what we got. Let's see. I've done that, mate. Gone down to Tim's for food and came back. Okay, well, that's kind of nice, actually. I don't think we can do that in America. I don't think we can leave and come back. Like, if it's like an hour, 2-hour wait, you're sitting there waiting, almost like it's a Disney World ride or a theme park ride. Right? I hate to leave this sudden, but I'm gonna leave you on TV. Try maybe fall asleep if I'm lucky. Good luck. Good luck. Thank you for stopping by. I mean, this stream's gonna be short anyway because I gotta go to sleep, because I gotta get up early and travel tomorrow morning. But good night, nighty night. Let's see this prairies update. Ooh. Yes, it's an amphetamine. The hell? I've never seen that word spelled out. See, I'm pretty sure there's some English word for that experience that I just had, where you know how to pronounce a word because you've heard it before, but you've never seen it spelled out. But as soon as you see it spelled out, you know that that is that word. Anyway, but because I have the brain chemistry, it slows me down, not speed me up, and I'm on a super low dose. Super low. Super low. Whoa. What are these? Seeding crops? This seeds crops? 25.6 meters wide. I'm not gonna lie, Wait, 25.6. Hold up. Isn't that bigger than the one? This does 15 and this one does 25.6? That's insane. That is insane. Now, it doesn't have fertilizer, so that is something to note. Additionally, the seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or plowing is necessary. Which I always was curious about the cultivating and plowing thing. If you direct drill, does that count as like a hard, like you're supposed to plow every 3 harvests before it says like required plowing? If you direct drill or direct seed or whatever, does that count? Like, does that count? I would assume so, because in real life it's still taking the nutrients. So, oh, these things have some horsepower like crazy. Big Roy, 600 horsepower. What the 665. What the heck? Even the small ones have massive. This is a small tractor, I'm pretty sure. What the heck? Hold up. Was that a small tractor having that much horsepower? Oh, that wasn't a small? That was a medium? That's still insane. So that was a medium. That's still insane, in my opinion. That is insane. Ooh, auger wagon, 88? Oh wait, I forgot to read. Fun fact, the prename meth refers to carbon atoms rather atom. So methamphetamine is just an amphetamine with 1 carbon atom. You need the seat tank to tow behind the seat. See, I knew something was weird about this thing, because when I was looking at this one compared to the other seeder, I noticed that the other thing had a seed bag and a fertilizer. This doesn't even have it. So you have to have a seed bag. Oh, these? Whoa. 35,000. What? This one takes liquid fertilizer, and it's for something different. Oh, but this one actually just plants. This one goes with this one, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of expensive. But if you think about the name of the pack, it's for plains and prairies. So if you're doing a really big field, this setup is beyond great. And it does have little tracks. What is this? Huh? Wait. What's the point of this? Am I crazy? Hold up. This is a fertilizer spreader that only goes 22 meters. Am I missing something? Why would you want that? I know I misunderstand some stuff, but what is the point of this? Oh, I see it now. The amount of material you can hold inside of it, 18.7 thousand, and the next closest only has 14. However, I still believe that I would much rather have the throwing distance of 42 meters at 10,000 and then just refill twice as much. Even though this one does go faster, I will give it that. It does go fire. Let's see. The 8 wheels, boy. Wait, you should try to buy it. Don't say Roy, big Roy. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy it for this one. Where is it? This one. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna use them for, but we're definitely gonna get that just to try it. Oh, whoa, oh. Ooh. I do like how when they put the semi trucks in the game, they have a bunch of customizations for it as far as the cabs, because it reminds me of American Truck / Euro Truck Simulator. Oh, that's nice. Because I would definitely do Skyrise for this one. I have to put the biggest engine. Now, the only thing I hate is that there's less customizations on this one. You gotta do those front mirrors. Sun shield, might as well. Tank setup. Might as well do big. Why would you do small? 265, 378, 454. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's go back to that small one for a second. What's the difference? You know, you can change the front bumper, aero parts. Huh. And I'm not gonna lie, aero parts on the small one kind of look kind of weird. And then you get the high rise sleeper and sky rise. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. Okay. Ooh. Hey, they got another thingy thing. Hold up. Let me check real quick. Sprayer. They got another one to compete with this guy. 36 to 54, 27 to 40. So it is smaller. It is slightly cheaper. Holds less. Moves slower. Slower horsepower. Oh, but it can also do solid fertilizer. So that might be depending on, well, heck, and actually in our multiplayer save, this one would be better than this one just because when we accidentally bought both versions, now you have, you know, both capabilities. And in fairness, oh wait, forgot there's another guy. Oh yeah, he's a baby. He's not even in the same conversation. Leave him where he is. Yeah, the fact that it does both is really nice. If you open up the boom, it's liquid. Close them and now it's solid. Oh wait, so if you close it, the distance is probably not going to be as far. You got the red one. That's to say, the one I remember I had from our multiplayer one was the red one. But I can't complain. I'm not gonna lie, so far the prairies mod pack, if you're one of those big farmers. Now, ooh, another trailer. Okay, that's nice. What is this? Ooh, a big boy tanker. I like this. Now, my only, what the heck? What? Okay, so this is just for transporting digestate, water, and slurry. But these are used to fertilize the field. Now, my thing is, I'm gonna have to look online to see what's the point, but I just don't think people use fertilizer. I mean, not fertilizer, slurry and digestate or manure. I just don't think it's very cost efficient to do those on fields. Now, unless you just have a massive farm, massive animals, and you just have a crap ton of manure, which to be honest with the sheep, I'm not sure what you do with that, but I don't know. The trailer's awesome. The booty lifts. Yeah, you know it. The bottom lift. I was gonna say, in real life it seems very useful, but I don't know. It just smells like shit. Come planting time. It's because, oh, there's no customizations for Big Boy. Even though it looks cool. Let's see this. I should have just bought it actually. Yeah, it's fine. It is fine. Let's see what he's like. Okay, wait, wrong thing. Where is he? Wait, what was that? The stairs move in and out? Like the ladder to get in this thing? Hold up. Oh, that's nice. Hold up, I need to turn up the engine noise so I can hear it. Deet. Go here. Here. Is it the setting? Sound. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, wait. I'm about to have to get off here in a second, but I definitely wanted to see this. See what it sounds like. Ooh. Wait a minute. Is it a wiggle butt? It's a wiggle butt! It's a wiggle butt! Dude, look, the animations of him having to shift through all these gears. Yeah, he's definitely a slow boy. He's meant definitely for pulling some heavy stuff. Okay. I like that I have a picture of, is this the front or the rear? I think it's the rear. Yeah. But that is not what we're seeing. Oh wow. Be interesting to learn how to drive this. Oh, what is that? I'm sorry, I'm just looking around in this vehicle. Wait a minute. Extra seats? Wait a minute. Extra seats? So that means I can have more than one person in here. Right? Is that how that works? I don't know what you would need more than one person in here for exactly. Except I guess just to transport them to somewhere. Everyone made fun of that. If you're gonna put a camera screen on the dash, make it work. Yeah, I kind of agree, because it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. In the grand scheme of things, this vehicle, perfect. Would I need it? No. Would you need it? 2000%. You, since you like to do like the really massive farms, you would definitely need something like this to where, well, unless you want to use a mod or something, to pull like really heavy, big equipment across like prairies and plains. And so, Big Roy, hey, like out of 10, we'll do it out of 100 just to give it a better shake. Out of 100, I'll give it a 95 out of 100. The only reason I would take away 5 because of this stinking camera. The fact that it doesn't work. It sounds nice. The animations are nice. Its horsepower is good. Tank's good. Like everything about this is good. I just the fact that this camera is staring me in the face every time. And look, here, let's put it this way. As far as vehicles in the game, we use Big Bud, but it's neat. You say 63 out of 100. Slow, no customizations. I agree, there is no customizations. However, do these, like, this company, do they make these to where they're customizable? I mean, of course, we could customize them ourselves in real life if we wanted to. But do they come from the factory with multiple customization options? So that's the only reason I'm not counting that against it. Now, the fact that it's slow, yes, I agree. But realistically, it's built for torque. It's built for pulling, not speed. And in fairness, 14 miles per hour, if everything it can pull can go roughly 14 miles per hour, I don't really have anything to complain about. Again, since I'm using it as a plains and prairie, like, here's the thing, this would not be my primary tractor. I would never get something like this and make it my primary tractor. If I'm doing plains and prairies, I'm doing like these really big things, I would definitely have something like this as my primary tractor just because it moves faster. But then I would have this guy just to pull. But technically, actually, I could have a smaller tractor and then have this big guy do a lot of the heavy work around the farm, but then have that smaller tractor as sort of like a vehicle that's a little bit more capable than a truck, you know? Let me check on the roller coaster place. How am I on time? Ooh, we're pushing it. Let's see. The screen is so bad. It is, and it's staring you in the face. That's what makes it so bad. At least in the other vehicles, for example, This one. The screen, when you turn it on, this front one actually works. It actually does something. So I'm okay with that. The screen that's off to the side that does pretty much nothing, it's just that. It's off to the side. These two that do nothing. 3. Hey, Giants FM. I wonder if you change the radio station, does it actually change something up there? Anyway, like the screens that do nothing are more out of the way. And in fairness, this is a modded tractor, but still the same, you know. Oh wait, no, that screen actually does something. Hold up. Oh, it does a little some. It does a little some. Okay. Oh, it turns on the lights. Hold up, look at that. It shows you which lights are on. Hold up, let me turn on the beacons. Brother. Okay, so, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, it is a mod. This is a mod, but this, I wonder, does the base tractor do this stuff as well? Because I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of cool. Let's see, auto, normal. What it? I don't know. Oh, so this is how fast we're going over. Okay. So same as this. It's just that this is off to the side. Okay. Okay. Hey, look, donuts. Let's see. There should be something. ESP, because we paid for this. Free mods look better in my opinion. You know, that's harsh. But the sad part about it is that I kind of agree. I kind of agree. Now, to be fair, at least try to be fair, the people who are putting out these mods, they might be working on other stuff as well, just trying to be as nice and fair as possible. And I don't know, but you're not wrong. And it could be that the people who are modding these vehicles just have all the time in the world just to work on that one mod. But yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah. Let's see. Please, roller coaster, be done. Okay, there's still a stupid hammer, which means it's probably not. Just guessing. Brother, just be done, man. I gotta go. Look, I'm just gonna buy 2 of everything. We got plenty of staircase railings. I don't need to worry about that, but shingles. Do I need? I do need more shingles. So we're just gonna buy. I'm just gonna buy 2 of everything. Like, how is this not done yet? Jeez, it's a stinking wooden roller coaster. Just be done. And the good part is I've planted the trees, so we're done with trees. Done. I don't have to worry about it. Let me check on everything else just one more time. Planks we have plenty of. Wood beams we have enough. So I need to put more wood beams in there. Okay. Regular planks. I need to put some regular planks in there and wood beams. Okay. All right, we'll do that. Okay, but everything else I can just buy. What do we have in here? I do have regular planks and wood beams. Perfect. We're just gonna go ahead and just grab some of each. Regular planks. We'll grab 6. Wood beams. We'll grab 6. Just so we can, you know, have some. I also, while we're here, need to check on factories just to make sure. Yeah, we are running low on trees. I am aware. Eventually that's just gonna cut off altogether. It just is what it is. Until I start putting more trees in there. I mean, which, I mean, in fairness, let's be honest, I don't really need to. Let's see, that should be. You didn't pick up nothing. Oh, I thought we were. I'm not sure why. It looked like I was closer than that, but I was not close at all. Alright. Drop this off at the roller coaster and then go pick up 2 of everything. And dodge train. Cool. We need 2 prefab walls, 2 buckets, 2 shingles. Don't think we need staircases. I think I already said that. Actually, here, I'm just gonna recheck that list again. I'm just gonna put 2 above everything that I need. Prefab, 2 chairs, 2 tables, 2 shingles, 2 barrel and bucket. Yeah, so essentially the same stuff I needed last time. Okay. That's annoying. I just want the roller coaster to be done. That's it. I just want it to be done. Because I don't think I haven't finished anything. Like, I haven't finished any of these on-map constructibles yet. I've built my own house. I've constructed my own house in-game. I did that on an offline map. And I'm gonna be honest, it's nice. You can go in and everything, but once it's done, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think about it too much. Not that there's anything wrong with it, I just don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. But yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just wondering if I'm even gonna get an achievement for rebuilding that. Probably not, because one, it's a DLC map. Well, I guess some games do add achievements for DLC maps, but I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Let's see, tables, I need 2. Let's see, staircase, don't need shingles, I need 2. Think I'm going the wrong direction. Prefab walls, I need 2. Wood beams, no. Fabric, close. Barrels, I know I need 2. Uh-oh. You only did 1, I think. Yep, we're gonna need 1 more barrel. Did I already grab buckets? Did I grab enough buckets? I don't think I didn't grab any buckets. Okay, so we need buckets. Two buckets. Also need chair. Right? Yeah, I think I got everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 things on the list. And as far as my vehicle, I have 5. So yeah, chairs are the last thing I need. And the only reason I'm buying 2 of everything is in the hopes that we won't, like, this will be everything. That's what I'm hoping. Can only hope, right? All right. But the good part is now, especially now that we've planted the trees, we are officially just waiting Well, I wouldn't say waiting, but it's sort of, what do we want to do now, right? Because essentially we own majority of the factories on the map. We're putting plenty of trees and stuff into them and not having to worry about them. I will say, well, no, I was about to say we're gonna run out, but that's not true because we just planted a crap ton of trees. Like, we have, what, 720 trees planted, 240 of which are pretty much dang near ready. And then we still have a section of the old forest, like near our house, that I was gonna chop down because that's where originally I was gonna put the storage shed, of which I still might do. You know, put a storage shed down there, sell the old storage shed, and just move everything that's in the storage shed to the new one. I genuinely might. This will require a lot of tree harvesting. Well, not really, especially since we've gotten pretty good at it. I don't think it's going to require much work. See, I noticed it didn't take all the buckets, which means that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna assume that means I really don't know what that means. I'm just gonna do this. Does this place take buckets? Yeah, it does. Cool. Turn this way. Can I sneak between here? Nope. Well, I can. I just can't drive. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. And that should make us money. But now we're really at the point where we can just fast forward. Doesn't even matter. We could actually get rid of that solar panel because that's useless. And by useless, what I mean is that when I go to finances, that generator only makes us 4,000. Sold products, we're making, geez, about 200,000 per month just selling stuff. And then the generator, where is it? Property income? Where is that at? Where is that at? Oh, right here. Property income, we're bringing in roughly 4,000 a month, and that really just takes care of maintenance costs and production costs from running all of these facilities. So I mean, I could get rid of it, but I mean, there's not really a point to get rid of it unless I just didn't like the way it looked. The good part is this is covering both the property maintenance and the production costs. That way we're still technically making money each month, even if we have the production facilities turned off. However, it's not necessary because we planted more trees. We're just waiting for the roller coaster to be done. That's our goal for this map, and we're pretty much there. Yeah, I think this is just, I might actually just start turning these saves to like offline saves for myself, because like animal save, once it's finished, well, that one's gonna be hard because it's course play. So okay, still has the hammer, so what are we missing? Metal. Wait, it needs more prefab walls? You are not serious. No, it doesn't need prefab walls. It doesn't show it in storage, but okay, I need to bring in like one thing of metal. Ooh. I need, oh wait, I have some in storage. I know I do. Yep, I do. There's some stuff back there. We have planks in here, staircase, floor tiles, metal, a lot of planks. Like we just have stuff, so that's good. put 2. Where did it? Oh, there it is. Okay, we'll go ahead and up in this, turn this on. We gotta pick this up, drop this off, and then also while we're here, go ahead and check on production just to make sure. Yep, everybody's good on the stuff that needs to be inputted, minus trees. We are running low on trees. Not really a huge issue. I mean, it is an issue, but it's not a massive issue. But yeah, those trees are finally growing. How tall are these? They still got a little while to go before they're at their full height. That's good. Essentially, we have this map conquered even before our first, and that's essentially what the sawmill mod has done for us. The recipe also could be something that's interesting. Let me check that actually. Let's see. The fact that it's using wood chips to make long planks is already weird, but ignoring that. 4 wood makes 125 planks and 6 to 100 wood beams. 4 to 125, 6 to 100. Let's see. Whoops. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. So whoever coded in that sawmill, it's definitely broken. And I think I'm just now understanding why it's broken. And the fact that I didn't understand this earlier is crazy. But I'm just now understanding it. It says 416 wood. The wood is not counted by tree, and that's what my brain was doing. When it says 4 wood or 6 wood, my brain was thinking about it as 4 or 6 trees. That's not how that's working. It's counting by the liters of wood that is included in each tree. So technically, yes, that new sawmill is really stupidly broken. I knew so that, okay, so never mind. That explains. So my gut instinct of like, wow, this is super overpowered. No, it really, 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 really is super overpowered. And realistically, I'm gonna let it burn out, and we're not gonna put any more trees into that. We're gonna let it burn out completely, sell everything it needs to, and we are going to delete that factory should I ever need it, and should I ever want to use, because this one I'm realizing just how broken it is, and the fact that I'm just now realizing it is crazy. Because it's going by wood, not the actual tree. For example, this tiny little tree, does it show me? Oh, it did for a second. Let's see, volume. It has 161 liters of wood. You mean to tell me this tiny tree is going to make you 125 planks times, because like, let's see, there's 161, so if we divide that by, let's say 4, that's 40. So 40 times 125, let's see, 4, that's 5, add an extra 0, 5,000. If I did my math correctly, which it was quick math, you mean to tell me this one tree is making roughly 5,000 planks? No. So in hindsight, that is why it's broken. I misunderstood. The tree symbol is not an actual tree. It stands for the liters of wood in the tree, like per tree. And that's something, yeah, so that mod is definitely broken and highly, highly, highly unrealistic. It does speed up gameplay, but that's also the reason why I feel like we've shot through this save extremely quickly. Like, we're finishing this one almost the same time we're finishing what's it called? Okay, so we need prefab walls. We're gonna need just a little bit more prefab walls. Let's go get this last batch of prefab walls. We'll fast forward and we're gonna call it crap. Yeah, I've definitely gone over time because I'm supposed to be like hacking and get it. It's fine. I just want this roller coaster done. I want this roller coaster done. The good, I guess in my head, if I get this roller coaster done, no, I'm definitely gonna install that sawmill though, because it is stupidly broken. Like, that is the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. And the fact that I'm just now, I know why I'm just now catching it, but the fact, like, it should have clicked earlier. The fact that I'm able to essentially fill up every single production facility on the map, and I haven't really put in any new trees since then. Like, it does it, which now totally makes sense, because yes, you can just sell trees for money, but they're not making the frick, they're not producing that many logs. So it makes sense. Like, one of these big trees I think has like what, 2,000. Let's just find, I think there's a lodgepole right here, right? That's deadwood, but it has about 25,000 in it. So divide that by 4, that's roughly 6. So you could get 6 iterations of pallets out of that. And considering it pumps out about 400, 6 times 4, 2,400. So that's roughly 2 pallets, 2.5 pallets per tree. Yeah, that's more logical. And I should have realized that, and I didn't. That's on me. That is on me. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 sets of prefab. The fact that I had originally grabbed 2 sets of prefab walls and that wasn't enough is annoying. There it was. At least I thought it was. There it is. Grab 2. All right, this should be the absolute last thing, and then the roller coaster should be done. Like, it's we fast forwarded so much, and that's the one, I guess I can't say necessarily irritating. Well, it is, but it isn't. Things about doing constructibles in this game is that you don't know what all is going to go into it, right? I think how it's laid out, how the game developers laid it out, is that, hey, this stage of construction, it requires this amount of materials. This stage of production, it requires this amount of materials, so on and so forth. And that's perfectly fine. The problem is, I feel like in real life, well, because now I just quickly thought of a reason why. What I was about to say is, I think in real life, you know how many pieces of wood roughly you're going to need for the entire production. So why not go ahead and buy all of those? But then I realized some logistics things. First of all, you need to have locations to even set that stuff. Like, you can't just leave it sitting out in the middle of the road. You have to have a room and place to actually drop that stuff somewhere. That's thing number 1. Thing number 2, company may not have all the money to buy all of these pieces all at one time. So that realistic part also makes sense. So So for that, I will say I do understand why it doesn't show total amounts of planks or total amounts of PLs that you're going to need for the entire process. I can understand that. However, what they could show is how many stages of the process you're going to need. How many levels are there going to be? Because we fast forward at least, what, 4 times during this one stream? I'm pretty sure more than 4, but at least, okay, well actually, since we started about 600,000, assuming we make about 200,000 a month, okay, we can actually do the math. We're at about 160 something, so we went up about $1 million from where we were. So that's roughly 5, roughly 5, at least 4. Where's the dog? He'll be here in a second, I think. There he is. He just shows up out of nowhere. You're missing shingles now? What? Bro, like, I'm so confused on what all this thing requires. Like, I don't even want to go. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna spawn the stuff in so I don't have to keep traveling, and then I'm just gonna dock myself the pay for whatever it is. We need shingles, so I'm gonna go here, spawn object, spawn a pallet, shingles. Okay. Let's see, it gave me 1, 2, 4, so let's just subtract, I don't know, 5,000. I guess. I don't know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't really matter that much to me, the fact that we're losing that much money. I just genuinely want this roller coaster to be done. Like, come on. Like, I'm going so far over time, or over the time that I needed for this stream, in the hopes that it could just be done. All right, it's done, right? Oh my gosh, it doesn't look like it's done. This thing's just a what? What are you even adding? What's even being added right now? Brother. Okay, we're missing 1 chair, table, and a barrel. We need a chair, table, and we need barrel. Okay, again, same thing as before. We'll dark our pay. How much? I don't know. We'll just say 10,000. I really don't know. And to be honest, we're making so much money that I don't really have to care. Just please be done. Oh my gosh. Also, that was the lowest amount of money we've made in a month, which means we're no longer getting trees from that facility. That's exactly what that means. Which means we're out of long planks. Yes, we are, which means, yep, we're not making any money from the furniture and plate. Yeah, we're actually gonna sell that place because that is stupidly broken, and the fact that I'm just now realizing it is insane. So while we're here, let's just go ahead, go here, go to construction. Where is it? This? Yeah, go ahead and just sell that. That was insane. The fact that I didn't realize how broken that was. That's fine. It got us to where we needed. Which means technically I can go ahead and buy this and start producing the stuff. Well, I can, but I can't. I need to put in trees. of which this cycle is also going to go by slower, but it is what it is. I'm okay with it. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, it costs a lot. And I guess I could go ahead and buy the paper factory area. How much does this place cost? Hey, I've been here. Why does this cost more than the sawmill? We could franchise this. So essentially I just bought everything. That's that what it is? So I own all the productions. Let's see, how many trees can I hold in? See, only 110,000 liters, which is interesting. I do want to go ahead and change this to distributing. That is unnecessary. I'm not going to turn this on because we can't do anything with it. This one needs to be distributing. This one needs to be set to selling and selling. So when we do, if we do decide to put trees in there, which is going to be easy to fill those up, considering the amount of trees we have, assuming each tree holds roughly, we'll just say 2,000 for simple math, 2,000 times 240, 2,000 add 3 zeros, that's 200 and something thousand. We need a 2-4 in there, so that's 480,000 liters of trees from one harvest, which is more than enough to fill up both of these, and we'll still have some trees to spare. So there's that. But please, for the love of everything, and the good part is I still have stuff to fill up each of these facilities should I need. So that's, you know, nothing that I need to fully worry about. But it also just goes to show you, we were making roughly 200 and something thousand, probably more per thing. But if you notice now, sold products has dropped tremendously. You want to know why? Because the sold products from that facility was so stinking high. Like, geez, that was broken. That was truly broken. And I should have realized that earlier. But I guess before we weren't making a massive amount of money until just recently. Hey, it's done. It's done. The roller coaster's done. Oh, so that's probably what the franchise part about it was. Okay, so which means technically we're officially done with the save. I still might do one more playthrough on this, and I'll probably do it this Sunday, just so we can they're first person? No, not third. Okay, we're going on the roller coaster. I'm gonna take some pictures. This is nice. Oh, wow. Oh, this is really cool. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. This is a cool little roller coaster. I don't think it would slow down that fast, but okay. That's actually nice. I'm actually glad I went to the effort of doing that just so I can say that I did and that it's finished. That's nice. I'm glad I'm done with it though. But for this map Sunday, I'm probably just gonna harvest a bunch of trees and start filling up those other two facilities just so we can start pumping stuff into those other facilities. And then we'll also try to take whatever is in. Ooh, here's an issue I just thought about. In my head, I was going to start harvesting these trees. I don't think these trees are ready to be harvested. Don't think. No, they still got time to go before they get to their max height, which means I'm going to start harvesting the trees that are in this section. right here. This is what I was originally going to harvest, so I could put our storage unit there. So that's what I'm going to harvest. So, and then take that to the sawmill for stuff. But yeah, that's nice. Okay, well, with that, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. If you want to follow me on social medias such as TikTok or Twitter, please feel free to do so. If you want to join the Discord, it's free. The link's down in the description below. If you want to join and become a member and supporter of the channel, I would really appreciate that. I will also be working on a video that I'm going to put out soon on this game, on about a different map, but just be looking out for that. So with that, I will say peace and good night.